Cool. So she's someone that's your type?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay. And why not?
The face is a bit wrinkly for me.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Couples Chronicles, episode 17 to be exact, with
April Shamel,
the lovely April Shamel, and your boy Big Lou. But without any further ado, man, as you guys just saw in the opening, got a lot to dive into right here. So
let's get on into it.
Let's iron this out.
Yes.
We got our first single guy.
Y'all see what I did there with the ironing out the wrinkles?
Yeah.
Welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Trey, and I'm 27.
All right. Trey, what do you do?
Yeah, so I do a couple things. I work for a...
You obviously insult women on camera.
Seen that one.
Project consulting company.
Okay.
And I operate as an owner.
Project insulting company? No,
project manager on behalf of a tech company working in like critical environments.
Nice, very nice.
Not sexy.
Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Yeah, so I do a few things. Right now I'm leading a book club. That's a ton of fun. So I do a lot of reading.
All right.
Love to salsa.
Okay. Uh-oh.
What else? I'm really passionate about mentorship with like the youth as well.
Nice.
I love wine, so I do like wine reviews.
Ooh.
That's fun. I feel like I'm missing something, Arlette.
What you missing? You tell us.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Yeah, so there's a few things. Number one, just being somewhat faith-based. I'm not looking for you guys to be saints by no means. I'm not perfect, but even just a mustard seed of faith is enough.
Okay, young man. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing where your faith is, your foundation, and knowing what you want, and intentionally making sure that you don't end up unequally yoked.
Yes.
So yeah, shout out to the young man for that. You got to know what you got to stand for something.
Yeah.
You got to be 10 toes down for something, as the young people say. 10 toes down. You gotta be firmly rooted on some foundation of something.
Because you'll fall for anything if you don't know.
Yeah.
So that's
not only that, everybody should have something that they firmly believe in and are willing to fight for, or live for, or die for, even. Almost like everybody should have a code, some type of moral fabric, right? So good for you, young man.
Job.
Standards.
Number two, chemistry, compatibility. Like, listen, if we're not vibing, pop the balloon. Absolutely.
All right.
Okay. Hey, there you go, young brother. Look, that's
because most of them, they just want trying to get on here just to get somebody. He said, if you're not feeling him, pop it.
If we not vibing, pop the balloon. If you ain't got some type of faith foundation, pop your balloon. Like, yeah, don't waste my time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't hang with this, I think I said it a few episodes back. When you meet somebody, you gotta have those conversations. This is what I require. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I want from you. What is it you're expecting from me and want from me?
Mm-hmm.
If those things don't line up, don't waste each other's time.
Yeah.
You got to be able to compliment me, and I have to be able to compliment you. Straight up.
Okay.
3. I want someone who's like a nurturer. Maybe a better way of saying it is someone who has like motherly instincts. Because for me, I want to be a father one day. I want to have a lot of kids. Yeah, get rid of it. Okay. I want to be a father one day. I want to have kids. So I definitely want to be with a woman who also wants to have strong family. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Number 4 is intellect, being cerebral. Like, listen, if we're going to be life partners, I'm going to know you for a long time. I can be physically stimulated by a woman. Like, that's basically all men. But what I desire is to be intellectually, right? If we're going to be friends for...
He said something there. Did y'all hear what he said?
He said, I can be physically stimulated by a woman that's all guys. But what I desire, he said, we got to be able, if we're going to be together, we're going to be best friends for a long time. We got to be able to talk about multiple things on multiple levels.
Yes.
How many times have we said on this show those deep conversations, those real conversations?
Because I always say, I said it on the episode before too, ladies, your beauty will fade. What else?
In the booty.
Will fade. What else do you?
So, hey, listen, the muscles will get loose and wrinkled.
But that's true.
You know, the guys start to shrink at a certain age. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything. Listen, Father Time is undefeated. But you have to build your house on a firm foundation.
Yes.
You can't build it on the sand. You can't, you know what I mean? It has to be built on something real. The fabric of your relationship has to be real. It has to be, are we willing to sacrifice for each other? Are we going to ride in this thing forever? Are we willing to love each other despite our flaws and work through things as a team, as opposed to pulling apart and trying to do things our own way? Like, the answers are in the scriptures. I keep telling you guys, every single thing that you have a question about, a problem, a dilemma, a concern, it's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures. People think that the Bible is just about hell, heaven, God, and the angel and the devil. No. Every single problem you will encounter on this sphere we call the planet Earth, there's an answer for in that Bible. Just like every ailment that mankind has, there's a plant that heals it. God does everything in order. Everything has a time, a place, a season, and a reason. It's your job to study to show thyself approved and find out what that is.
Best friends for a long time. Need to be able to have deep, complex conversations about a wide variety of things. And then lastly, it's just a bonus, but humor. Like, I feel like I'm a... Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm
humor? You don't have to.
Yo, listen, she ain't popped that balloon. She popped the hell out that balloon. You see how hard she popped it?
Aggressively. She must have no humor. You have no humor?
She's very muscular. When they were doing the opening walkout dancing, damn calf muscles on top of her calf muscles. Kung Fu kicked the heck out you. She must be a runner though. She probably do like long distance running or endurance training.
I don't know, quirky guy. I like to have fun, be playful. So if you can match that with a bit of banter, like, I love that. So
nice. All right, now what are some of your deal breakers?
Yeah, I try to be open, so I'll keep it simple right now.
Okay.
But if you don't like cats, you're allergic to cats. Boom.
Nigel, what's his name?
His name? I forgot. Joe, my boy said.
Cat? Oh my goodness, why?
There's only one cat a man should like.
Oh my goodness.
Tony the Tiger. But
that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. You like cat. You see a lot of pops on that one.
I want to say our last episode, we had a question before we started streaming. We had a conversation.
Yes.
Before we recorded the last episode. And we brought it up during the recording of that episode where she said, people should come on here with 10 questions thought out and planned out of what they want to ask. And I said I thought that was a bit of overkill. I thought maybe 5 and 7, between 5 and 7 questions would be feasible for you to figure out if you wanted to deal with this person or not. Reason being, my thought process behind it was the first 3 questions, based on them answers, you already know if you even really want to continue to move forward with that person or not.
Yep.
But it seems like you were onto something, because this young man came on here. She asked him, what are his likes? What is he looking for? He gave her a list of 4 things.
4 things,
Then she went to the deal breakers. He had like a list of 3 more things.
Yes.
So he's at 7 already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. Nigel, I'm gonna find you a mom.
That's
Don't worry. Don't worry. So,
Nigel, we're gonna find you a mom. You know what?
So you are calling yourself the father of the cat?
Of the cat, yes.
Now I can understand the aggressiveness of the pop.
Yeah.
From the young lady earlier. now it makes sense.
Yeah. So you're cat dad.
Cat daddy. Cat daddy. Cat daddy. Stop.
Oh, Nigel.
All right. Well, we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Let's start over here. Your name and age.
I'm Morgan, and I'm 24.
And Morgan, what do you do?
I work in insurance.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
He seems really sweet. I would say the height. And that's just it. But you're very nice. I love like
Your cameraman with the feet.
Camera on the feet. Oh, muscle on the beat. No, yo.
I'm so over this height thing.
The height.
I'm so over it.
The height. It's the height. It's mostly just the height. You know, nice guy. Just the height. At least she said it nice though. A lot of the young ladies,
they be just bashing, like, you know. And then if she was on the other foot and he bashed somebody and then bashed one of them like that, it would be the internet would go crazy.
They coming for his neck.
They coming for him.
Yeah.
But my thing, ladies, is like you always talking about height and how someone dress. I'll talk about this in all the episodes, most all the episodes.
Yeah. And his shoes.
It's giving. Yeah, I'm so over that. You gotta go look past that, because a lot of you guys probably have missed a blessing that you didn't know was right in front of you.
Arranged marriages was a thing for a reason. You know, we touched on this on a previous episode. And you know, most of those marriages, those guys were picked by your parents, the people who love you more in the world than anybody else. So they vetted the guy to make sure that he would be able to provide stability, provision, protection, security, children, you know, and they selected these guys. And a lot of these times, you know, the young lady probably didn't love the guy at first. The guy probably wasn't that fond of the lady neither. But because they knew the duty to the family and the bloodline and the last name, they did what was necessary. And they, in time, eventually formed a bond and fell in love with each other. And those marriages lasted lifetimes.
Oh, yes.
Because they looked past certain superficial things that might have not been ideal for them, but were able to build something loving and sustainable because of the stuff that really matters. The content of the person's character, not their height. Or their weight, or their haircut,
partially divided, but what they have on, because I mean that's superficial, very superficial. I'm so over you guys.
How well spoken you are as well.
appreciate it.
Okay. Now, how tall are you?
I mean, I didn't stretch this morning. I'm usually 6 foot, but right now I'm like
On a good day, yeah.
Yeah, on a good day. Thank you. Long word matters. But no, I'm.
Did he say that?
My boy, you realize that the camera.
You camera on. You know you Many people watching.
He said long where it matters.
And Nigel is watching.
Hey, man.
Okay.
5'9", 5'9" and 7/8 of an inch.
Oh,
Something
short
like that.
kings.
Yeah.
And then how tall are you?
That's
I'm
not
like
short.
5'7". Yeah.
He's taller than you.
With the heels. Yeah. All right.
He's taller than you.
Mhm.
You calling him short kings? He's taller than you.
Yeah.
Now is she someone that's your type?
She's cool. Definitely pretty. I love the lips. Green's my favorite color. Toes are smooth.
Bet you do.
Like that's always a bonus. Yeah.
Camera on the feet.
Probably wouldn't hit on her like on a proper night out or something, but she's pretty. No
Thank
complaints.
you.
I probably wouldn't hit on her on a proper night out. I don't normally drink beer, but when I do,
Yeah.
Let me take it some more down here. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Brianna and I'm 24.
And Brianna, what do you do?
I work in finance and I'm also an MBA student at SMU in Dallas.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
For me, it was the cats. I do not like cats at all, but he was.
See? No cat mom for you.
I have to agree with the young lady. I can't stand
I
cats.
don't like cats either.
I do not like cats. If I'm going to have a pet, it's going to be a dog.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I don't want a goldfish. I don't want a turtle. I don't want a ferret. I don't want a rabbit. I don't want a guinea pig. I don't want like a dog or that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Damn cat. What's wrong with this young man?
He's extremely well spoken. He's very handsome, and I liked everything that he said, other than the cats.
Okay. All right. Now is she someone that's your type?
Can't just be sitting there rubbing on the all day. He wanted to grab him by the. He thought he saw a putty tag.
Nigel, you eating the mom? You eating the mom? They're like eating the mom right now.
She's pretty. I mean, it's kind of hard being up here, and then,
I know.
you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to be too real, but
Okay. So if you saw her out, you wouldn't approach her?
probably not.
Thank you.
Woo! He's slick with it though. He's like, yeah. Nah. Man.
Of course.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaya. I'm 25.
It's like Ice Spice.
White rice spice.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was me. It's the hard knock life for us. Sorry. That's I'm sorry. She has the little orphan Annie curls. That's what it just made me think of. Sorry.
And Janaya, what do you do?
So I am a coach for business, teaching women how to make passive income.
Awesome.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm actually allergic to cats.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know what? I actually forgot about that factor.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are allergic to cats.
Mhm. Yeah.
She said, cats, no.
You knew.
Nobody had me all watery eyed and sneaking, runny, stuffy nose.
that's, you know,
What happens if you like flare up? You eat like
everything.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, eyes get big.
yeah. Okay. But apart from the cats, I think you had your balloon on pop before he said that.
Yeah, I think you're very also well spoken, seem very intelligent. You look like you have a personality. But other than that, it's the only reason why.
Okay. Understandable. And is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely. You gotta add. I shouldn't have said nothing about my cat. I'm putting a lot on the line for him right now. Crazy.
Nigel, look what you're doing.
Did Arnett just talk to the cat? Arnett. She said, Nigel, look what you doing. Hey, you talking about I shouldn't have said nothing about the cat. I put a lot on the line for you.
Yeah.
You chose to do that, sir.
Yeah.
You said those words. See, again, think before you speak. Because every time you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are.
Yep.
That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yes.
So you can listen twice as much as you talk.
He liked her. He likes her.
Yeah, because he you know why you know that? Because of everything he just said.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say that when the other girls popped.
Other girls, yep. Mm-hmm.
The fact that she popped,
yep,
that's the one he was gunning for.
Yep.
Little Orphan Annie. Well, I don't know her name. I'm not dissing her.
Yeah, no.
It was something with a J.
I forgot. Yeah. The coach. Yeah.
Yeah, business coach.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, seriously, bro. Come on, man.
Thank you. And then we had one more down over here. Your name and age.
Sade, and I'm 24.
And Sade, what do you do?
And I'm an esthetician.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
He mentioned someone who has humor. I don't think I'm very funny. But something nice. I like the crossing. First impression, a good style.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So you want someone that's also funny as well? Is that what you mean by humor, or like they just have a sense of humor? Like they go.
Well, I said it's a bonus.
Oh,
But no worries. I mean, I want someone who I can go out, have some fun with. You know, life of the party per se.
Okay,
it's cool.
Right. So is she someone that's your type?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay. And why not?
The face is a bit wrinkly for me.
Ooh. Now, I will say this. While I initially laughed when I first heard that response upon watching this video, you have to remember people are not everybody is the same.
Mm-hmm.
People take things differently. What you may perceive as a joke may be received as an insult. What you may think is okay may be taking it too far for someone else.
Yes.
And people are emotional, right? More so now than in prior times.
Yes.
And females are way more emotional than men. And things like that can be detrimental to someone's self-esteem.
That's what I'm about to say. It gets mess up her self-esteem. And I hope that comment didn't affect her in any kind of way. Hopefully she has
it did. You see that smile?
Well, no, I see the, yeah,
that's a smile of pain and nervousness. Yeah. She's trying to not show that it hurt her feelings. Yeah.
And I just hope it didn't make her go out and do something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. I'm like, man, I hope this girl doesn't. I hope we don't hear no reports later on about this girl doing nothing crazy to herself.
Or try to go to a doctor and try to get it fixed or whatever. God made us in His own likeness. He made us just the way we are. We don't have to
those are laugh lines. Like those, you know. The older you get, the more you laugh and smile. You get creases and you know. And she looks like she's a fitness person, personal trainer, or something like that. So a lot of that might be muscle definition.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have said she's not my type. When Arlette be setting them up too, though. Like Arlette, they pop. They don't need to specifically call out why.
They didn't know what this is new though. This is on the other episodes. She kind of asked, but now
So
she
why
asked,
did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
Yeah.
Or why did you pop? She's always asked.
Yes, but now it's every person, you know.
People, you have to use tact.
Yes.
Guys and girls. And I will admit the girls tend to be a little harsher.
Yeah.
A lot harsher when they're turning a guy down. But that's because a lot of guys will just keep going and going and going. You got to kind of like let them know, I'm not interested. So I kind of get it. But, you know, guys and girls, you got to be more mindful. People can take things the wrong way and go home and do something horrible to themselves. You know, sometimes people play things over and over in their head.
Yep.
Some people overthink things, overanalyze things. Some people are worrywarts. Some people are introverts and just are completely into themselves. So you have to be mindful of your interactions with people, especially ladies and the fairer sex, because, you know, their self-esteem and you never know what kind of upbringing they had, what they may be going through right now, if they just came out of a tumultuous relationship, what kind of headspace they're in. And
then now too, with social media being so everything, everybody watches. The trolls are horrible. So I just hope, you know, this didn't damper her in any kind of way. And you know, it's a person out there for everybody.
But yeah, he could have answered that differently.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go over here.
Judge not, lest you be judged first. Woohoo!
Here, let's get your name and age.
Hi, my name's Hodger. I'm 25 years old.
Hodger, what do you do?
I'm a nail technician.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I know that we're honest on this show, but I do feel like there's a little bit of grace, or maybe just.
Now, I know that I just called the young lady next to her little orphan Annie and then went into a tirade about how he could have been nicer. You know, little orphan Annie pertains to the hairstyle she's rocking. She can take that wig off and put another one on anytime. So that wasn't nothing towards her personal physical features like what he just said. So
and then
before y'all come to me comments with the foolishness.
Before we continue her, she popped her balloon just off of his comment that that he said too. I understand why she did it, but you are here trying to find your match. You're trying to find your person.
You want to play lawyer for the other girl?
Yeah. You just you are here for yourself, not for everybody else on this panel up here. You are here for looking for love for yourself, not to be an advocate for other people. I understand where she's coming from, so we could continue to see what else she says. Let's see.
What you got going on here?
Like, some way where you can say things without being maybe incredibly specific about physical features. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, then that's definitely okay, but I just wouldn't prefer that in a man myself. I always feel like in a society where maybe like things are normal, like the show, like saying things about somebody's physical feature, I think other people might feel comfortable. If you prioritize kindness, then that's still always going to come first, and that's a first for me. So, but you are super handsome. I love your fit. I love the neutrals. I literally stayed up until that moment too. I think you're super cool and great, but it was just a comment. I just can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. No, she's the one that's your type.
Yeah, she looks cool. Are you East African?
Yeah, I'm Sudanese actually. What are you? How do you guys all know? That's crazy. No, that's great.
It's like a very distinct.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do want to add though, I feel like it's probably good that you did pop, because I feel like for me, I'm very forward, direct.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can be a bit too sincere. Sometimes too honest, but.
Not gonna lie, I'm a super honest person too, and I think there's a big difference between honesty and comments like that. I think you could be honest without pinpointing maybe physical features about people, especially women. But I mean,
hey, I mean, this isn't my typical environment of dating.
It is kind of weird, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so we've got 2 balloons left on pop. Go ahead and ask these 2 remaining ladies a question.
Yeah. So I did have a few questions, but down to 2, so gonna have to make it good.
So yes, he was already at 7, and he said I have a few questions
left. Yes.
Down to 2, so I'm gonna have to make. So he had about 12 to 15 questions prepared. Dang.
How do you
He read the email.
For me to make you feel in a relationship? I'll say it one more time. How do you desire for me to make you?
He asked the question, and then he said, I will say it one more time. I want to make sure you understand, because some of y'all answers ain't been aligning with the question.
You feel in a relationship. I need you to be honest, sincere, and totally transparent, because if I cannot provide that for you, I don't want to waste your time. So,
okay. Let's start first with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm 23 years old.
And Hannah, what do you do?
I'm a veterinary technician, and I'm an upcoming model as well.
nice.
Yeah. All right. If you want to go, just answer his question.
Yeah, so I mean, me personally, I just really want to be loved, like anyone else, but I want to be able to also feel like I can communicate with my partner. If we go through our patches, we're able to just talk it out and not like go to sleep at night and be angry all day, and so that's a big thing for me, communication.
Define love.
Yeah. For me, I think love is just being able to, I wouldn't say like sacrifice everything for, your partner, but at the same time, willing to give some part of you and receive back. Yeah.
It's real. Cool.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Naila. I'm 25.
And Naila, what do you do?
I'm a track coach, a educator, and I am a doctoral. I'm getting my doctorate.
Okay.
Doctoral.
Just answer this question.
Oh, doctoral,
So I
not
would love
doctoral.
to be, I want you to like give me confidence, even though I already have confidence, but just like make me more confident. Let me know that like I'm the one that you want. You know what I mean? Also, I think just like not have to worry about anything, like know that you got me. So like even if we're angry, we're not gonna like go to bed upset. You know what I mean? Like we know that we're angry, but we know that we're gonna talk about it after.
Understood. And the way that I could give you confidence, is it through words of affirmation? Is it through what are some of the ways that you get that?
Words of affirmation help, but it's kind of more of like the nonverbals for me. So like, opening my door for me, or just checking for me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's more so the nonverbals.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. All right, ladies, any questions for him?
Pretty much cover like all of the questions that I was gonna ask, and he like off the bat just pretty much like answered all of mine, like with religion and everything, and just pretty straightforward.
Okay. Any questions here? All right.
So I know like nobody's perfect, but what is something that you want to improve on?
I'd say my obedience towards him. Just being very consistent with that. Of course, we're not perfect, right? Sometimes we wake up and we're not feeling we're not feeling as we should, or doing the things that we want to, but it's I've been reading recently, like, what does it mean to fear God? And it means to love him with all your heart, and also to follow his commandments. And so I want to be obedient to that, because I know that that is where I will get fulfillment from in life. So I would say that. And then if I do that, everything else will sort itself out. I'm not worried about anything else, about rent, food.
Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
That'll be covered. So,
Okay, what does love mean to you?
God.
Great question. I think love for me, kind of what the young lady said before, it's just about sacrifice. Being able to sacrifice for someone regardless for their imperfections, being able to see past that, loving them through sick, through poor, through all these things. It's not about just physical, emotional, spiritual. I think it's all of those things kind of wrapped up into one. But just in general, sacrifice.
Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He seems like a genuinely nice guy, straightforward with everything. Like I can relate in some aspects to him, but I don't think I would find him like romantically like attractive in the long run. He is attractive physically, but I just don't see myself, there 100%.
I see. Now, she's someone that's your type.
No.
Okay, and why not?
I mean, kind of just going back to the second thing I said, just chemistry. Like I feel like I don't look at her and I really like want her. You know what I mean? So it's really it. Hopefully that's nice enough.
I think that was nice enough.
He said, hopefully that's nice enough.
Yes.
Take a shot at the other girl from Pop say he was being too direct.
But she got a balloon on Pop because
is she somebody that was your type?
Yeah, no. But if he wasn't your type, so why wasting time?
Mm-hmm. He said from the beginning, if we ain't vibing, pop your balloon.
Pop your balloon. You just wasted time.
I appreciate that. Yeah, of course. Let's go back over here. Now, she's someone that's your type.
No.
Okay. All right, and why not?
My boy. No.
Just not physically attracted to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did have your balloon unpop for quite some time. Why so?
You seem like a cool person, and like I love humor as well. So, and like I saw your personality as you were going by. Most of your answers were really good, so I didn't like have an issue with it. Yeah, I didn't have a problem really.
Oh, thank you. All right, Trey. Well, that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, Trey.
Well, they didn't make a love connection. But I just hope that young lady who was turned down for specific features of her face doesn't take that to heart the wrong way. Don't go trying to get a bunch of Botox and fillers and don't go doing that to yourself.
You don't do that to yourself because it damages your body. You don't know what's in there. And then, like I said before, God made us in his own likeness. And appreciate what you have. Love yourself unconditionally, no matter what, because somebody's going out there that will love you.
Now,
but if you got to love yourself first before somebody else can love you.
That's not saying that you don't need to improve on whatever areas of your life need improvement, whether it be overeating or not being lazy or pushing yourself or motivating yourself to be more ambitious or to try new things, whatever the case may be. Is not saying that you don't need to improve whatever flaws you have. Everyone should. You should always strive to be better today than you was yesterday, in all aspects. But I just hope the young lady doesn't take that to the extreme of trying to get lip fillers or this or that. That stuff is hazardous to your body. It's dangerous. And like she said earlier, you have to love yourself, and you will attract what you're supposed to when you get to communing with God and loving yourself and loving his plan for you and purpose for you. And he will bring whoever you're supposed to be with into your life in his season when you become obedient to his will. Every time we pick on our own accord and we pick based on whatever else reasons we pick, doesn't work out. But when you stop looking and you focus on improving yourself and your walk with God and doing what you're supposed to do, God will bring your person to you.
Mm-hmm.
You won't even have to look. It'll be effortless.
Effortless, yeah.
So,
again, ladies,
fill me up, Doc. No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Stop being so superficial. Stop looking at the things that can be changed as far as clothing, haircuts, all that stuff can be changed. Stop looking at that because you have probably passed up, like I said before, you have probably passed up good opportunities, probably not even on this show.
Husband.
Yeah, passed up on your husband, not even on this particular show, but in life that you probably have passed by and in your lifetime and everything too. And you guys are still young now, so make sure you guys are working on yourself, making sure that you are getting to know who you are, because if you don't even know who you are, how can you attract your significant other? Like we said before, get into the Bible and just reading the Bible and just making sure that you're aligning with those same principles. Like we said, the same principles, and you're going to attract that person that's going to be all for you, all in for you, 10 toes down. They just going to be in it to win it with you. But if you're not even trying to work on yourself, because one of these particular young ladies on here, I think she really had some things that she said before, you know what I'm saying, this really triggered me, because I was like, okay, she need to work on some stuff, because sometimes you got to work on yourself before you try to come on like shows or go dating or anything like that. Work on yourself first, because you don't want to. You're going to keep on attracting the same things you're attracted to before.
Not only that, you may be the issue, and I'm talking to guys and girls. Mm-hmm. If you come out of a relationship, a long-term relationship, and it ended for whatever the reason may be, it's never just one person.
Oh yes,
it is never just one person. Both parties had an active role in it, i.e. both parties are to blame. Some partner might have more blame than the other, but there's still blame to go to both sides. And a lot of people like to pull themselves out and say it was them, and never look at their role in the matter. You can't grow without self-reflection.
Yeah.
So what I would say to that is be mindful how you speak to people. You never know what their mental state is like, what their emotional state is like. And if you're in the dating game, be considerate of that. You can let somebody down respectfully and courteously without insulting them or slinging ad hominems, because at the end of the day, we're all people. We all have feelings, from the coolest to the most uncool, from the most aesthetically pleasing, handsome, or gorgeous person to the least aesthetically looking person. We all have feelings. We all have emotions and thoughts, and you never know what people are carrying with them. So try to follow the golden rule. You should all remember the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that. Now, you might encounter some people who treat you poorly, even though you treat them well.
Yeah.
The scriptures has an answer for that as well. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who persecute you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're going to get out of here. It's been a late one, but this one here is in the books. And stay prayed up, man. Stay loved up, man. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Have a good one.
See you next time.